Hello, all, and welcome to Narratives That Shape Our World, the podcast where we unravel the artistry behind the scenes of your favourite movies. I'm your host, Shadi Oki. Today we're dissecting the opening scene of Ben Affleck's film Argo, focusing on how film techniques portray American exceptionalism and Orientalism. Today we'll be looking at the opening embassy scene, focusing on Affleck's ill misrepresentation of the East and heroic portrayal of America. We will also show the power filmmakers hold to portray views to its audience. One may ask, how was this achieved in the movie Argo? Simple answer to that is here. Outside the embassy walls, we see chaos and lack of control. The use of shaky cam and quick sudden movements throws the viewer into the midst of the chaos, emphasizing the unpredictability and danger. This creates a sense of instability and portrays the Iranian crowd as wild and uncontrollable. The rapid zoom-ins and shaky frames reinforce the perception of irrationality and violence. This also feeds into the dominant narrative and Orientalism, which constantly portrays Eastern countries as barbaric and uncivilized. In contrast, we see the Americans in the embassy as being frightened and vulnerable. The utilization of steadicams and close-ups portray the Americans as the victims and a means of order and resolve in comparison to the chaotic Iranians. Here, Affleck intentionally misrepresents America, as this backlash from the Iranians is only a means of justice when the Shah fled to America. Many of the people watching the movie may take their misconceptions as fact when they are not. This shows the capability that film composers have to convey stereotypical views, such as Orientalism, and change history in a way that befits their views. In addition, the negative portrayal of Iranians is further shown through Affleck's use of diegetic and non-diegetic sound. The use of both diegetic and non-diegetic sounds significantly reinforces themes of American exceptionalism and Orientalism. The diegetic sounds, such as the loud, chaotic shouts and aggressive chants from the Iranian protesters, immerse the audience in a sense of disorder and danger, portraying the Iranian crowd as hostile and irrational. This auditory chaos contrasts with the calm and composed dialogue of the American diplomats in the embassy, who are depicted as rationally and strategically managing the crisis. On the non-diegetic sound, the intense and dissonant musical score heightens the sense of menace and unpredictability surrounding the Iranian crowd. The dramatic, suspenseful music highlights the Americans' vulnerability, emphasizing their bravery and resourcefulness in the face of overwhelming challenges. These techniques together craft a narrative that elevates the Americans as exceptional heroes while representing the Iranians as a uniform, threatening force, thereby reinforcing Orientalist stereotypes. Throughout this scene, we see that the actions of America isn't given saliency, while the response of the Iranians is. This further shows the power that composers such as Ben Affleck possess to convey common misconceptions and reinforce dominant world narratives, including American exceptionalism and Orientalism. In conclusion, Argo uses a variety of film techniques such as sound design and cinematography to depict Iranians as irrational and barbaric. While these techniques make for a compelling narrative, they also perpetuate harmful stereotypes, and such as Orientalism, which can have a negative backlash on Iranians, and oversimplify a complex historical event. As we continue to enjoy and analyze films, let's strive to recognize and challenge these portrayals, seeking a more unbiased understanding of the stories we are told. Thank you for joining me on Narratives That Shape Our World. If you found this analysis insightful, subscribe and leave a review. Please comment down your thoughts and suggest some movies for us to analyze next. Join us next time as we explore more film techniques in the coming movies. Goodbye.